backyard. 3TV's Amanda Goodman joining us live tonight with more on this story. Amanda, this Gila Monster, pretty big.
Yeah, you know, almost 2 feet long, and Scottsdale firefighters tell us this is the first Gila monster that they've had to remove this year, but certainly not the first reptile as all these critters start to come out of hibernation. Now, a homeowner in North Scottsdale actually spotted this Gila monster after their dog started barking, and firefighters were able to guide the nearly 2-foot-long rotund reptile into a bucket in order to transport it for relocation in the desert, kind of get it away from homes. Now, these calls, these Gila monster calls, are fairly rare. They've only had a handful in the last couple of years. Rattlesnakes, on the other hand, Scottsdale Fire says they get calls about those usually around 5 to 6 times a day, and today was no exception.
Right after I released the Gila Monster, we got another snake call, and this was in a side yard behind a garbage bin, and they had small dogs too. March and April, when they come out of hibernation, and they come out hungry, and they go anywhere to get food.
And Scottsdale Fire says these calls are a good opportunity to educate homeowners on good and bad reptiles. They say when it comes to rattlesnakes and Gila monsters, those are bad tenants. You do not want them around if you have pets. Back to you.
Speaking of not wanting things around, Amanda, the weather heating up, and that means more scorpions are out and about. But what is the best way to keep those scary pests away? Well, a growing number of Valley homeowners are taking a non-spray approach to keeping their families safe from scorpions. Today, a team of installers from Seal Out Scorpions was working at a Gilbert home, covering up every crack, every crevice and hole.
At 1/60th of an inch or smaller, sometimes scorpions can get into those gaps, especially babies, let alone the big gaps through doors or the plumbing cabinetry, the door trim, the air vents, the fresh air exhaust fans. There's literally tons of areas inside, outside, and garage of possible penetration.
Comforting. Seal Out Scorpion is one of several companies that will seal your home to keep scorpions away, but the services, they can get a little pricey. We're talking upwards of $1,000 to $2,000.
All new at 10 o'clock tonight, a court has ruled that the federal government cannot stop the trade of giant exotic snakes in the U.S. 4 years ago, reptile keepers, they sued to overturn a ban on selling 8 different species across state lines. The court has now ruled that wildlife officials do not have the authority to restrict sales on Burmese pythons or green anacondas. A daring climb in the mountains in Iraq led to a pretty mysterious find. They discovered a bird-like fossil, and now many are calling this a little dinosaur. The villagers say that they have never seen anything like this. No word on what they plan to do with this skeleton.
And check this out. NASA getting ready for a new kind of launch. Tomorrow, the agency is going to stream its first live 360-degree view of a rocket blasting off to space. Right now, you're looking at file video of Atlas, but it's set to take off from Cape Canaveral around 8 a.m. our time. There are 4 cameras on that launching pad, and then a computer in a blast-proof box will stitch together all of the images for a full in-the-round view. NASA says the stream will air on its YouTube channel, and it's set to begin about 10 minutes before liftoff. Well, changes in bus routes are coming for commuters who use Valley Metro. Starting today, you can weigh in on some proposed changes that are set to go into effect in October. Now, the first phase of route adjustments starts next Monday, rather. You can find some information about those changes and also how to give your opinion on phase 2 right there on our 3TV News app. Well, fearless group of Chandler dads, they won their city an all-expenses-paid block party tonight.
They earned this one.
Yes, they did. Take it all off.
What did they have to do to get this? Watch this. Told you it was worth the wait. It was that video that persuaded people to vote for Chandler in the Battle of the Burbs. And it came down to them in Casa Grande, and they came out on top. And tonight they celebrated with everyone who voted with them.
Absolutely. Non-stop voting. We had a crazy group of people voting non-stop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every single round. Fingers were numb.
All together, the city of Chandler got 4.5 million votes.
Those dads out there making their city proud.
They worked it and they got it.
I want to hear from their
Congrats.
kids.
They're probably embarrassed and proud all at the same time. Right?
So we're talking about warmer temperatures and a little bit of an issue with ozone. Check it out. We have an ozone advisory for tomorrow across Metro Phoenix, where ozone could sneak into the unhealthy range. And generally, ozone tops out late afternoon or evening, and generally in the east and northeast portions of the valley. So we've got that to watch for tomorrow. Today, we had no exceedances on ozone, so that was good news. Tomorrow morning, as the kids are heading off to school, we've got temperatures in the 60s to mid-70s by 9 a.m. Some light breezes out there, pretty mild, if not warm, morning for Metro Phoenix. 93, our high today, 62, the morning low. The average high, 86. The record for today, 100. Goes back to 1987. It's 80 at the airport. The air is calm, and the barometric pressure is steady. 73 at Goodyear, 77 for Scottsdale, 76 at Mesa right now, and Gilbert is reporting 70 degrees. We've got 50 over at Show Low, 49 at Payson, 61 at Prescott, and 81 degrees over at Lake Havasu. So a bit of high cloudiness around the state today, especially tonight in northern Arizona. We'll see that from time to time as some weak weather disturbances pass to the north of us. But really, there's not going to be any impact except that temperatures are going to stay at the same level or maybe drop down just a little bit middle of the week. After that, a ridge of high pressure will build in very strongly from the Pacific. And so the latter stages of this week will feature warmer temperatures. And by the end of the weekend, we could be seeing those triple digits for the first time this year. 91 tomorrow at Safford, 84 at Globe Miami, 92 for Tucson in the high country, 57 at Greer, and 72 at Heber Overgard. For the rest of the nighttime hours tonight, partly cloudy. 67 will be the Midtown low. Tomorrow, instant replay of today. Mostly sunny, a high of 93. A bit cooler on Wednesday, but we warm things right back up. Triple digits knocking on the door Sunday and Monday.
What's going on, Tamarine?
What is up? I'll tell you what's going on. I have an amazing bunt to show you, and I'm pretty sure those words have never been uttered in a tease before. But I do. The D-backs trying to get out of La La Land with a split, facing an old friend tonight, too. Sports is coming up.
Brought to you by Sanderson Ford.
Remember when everything you did was for the fun of doing it? BMW sports activity vehicles are the perfect combination of ample space, dynamic power, and sleek design. There truly is an X perfect for every adventure, so you can go wherever the fun takes you. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Lease a BMW X1 S-Drive 28i for $319 a month at a Valley BMW Center.
This year, Chevy's received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other car brand. And they received more last year, too. And the year before that.
Wow.
And the year before that. In fact, Chevy's received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other car brand 4 years in a row.
Impressive.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Malibu for around $179 a month. Or find your tag and get 16% below MSRP on select Malibu vehicles in stock.
What does it take to be named one of the best family sedans of 2017 by Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com? Start with having more interior room than Toyota Camry, Nissan Altima, and every other car in your class. The 2017 Hyundai Sonata. Not just good, better. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. And this is the reason to buy now.
For a limited time only, get 25% off MSRP on the 2017 Sonata. Only at your Valley Hyundai dealers.
Chevy is the most awarded car company 3 years in a row.
Really?
Let's see how quickly you can read through all their awards.
2017 Motor Trend Car of the Year.
Kelley Blue Book 2016 Best Resale Value. 2016 J.D. Power Highest Quality Ranking. Wow.
10 best blah, blah, blah.
Only about 90 more to go.
That's a lot of awards.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Cruze for around $139 a month. Or find your tag to get $3,500 total cash allowance on select Cruze vehicles when you finance with GM Financial. See your Valley Chevy dealer.
How's the pool?
Introducing the QX60 from Infiniti. Lease the Infiniti QX60 for $439 a month. Visit your local Infinity retailer.
The internet changed how talents